Hey, it's Jamie. Welcome back to my channel, Hiding Hair Loss, where I talk about my struggles with alopecia and how I'm coping and how I'm making things work with the hair that I have. This is not the hair that I have, though. This is a hair topper. So today I want to do a little bit of a refresh on my hair topper. This is the new Upgrade Courtney hair topper from Uniwigs, which has quickly become one of my favorite pieces, and I've been wearing it quite a bit, and it looks like it needs a bit of a refresh. So I want to take you along with me today as I revamp and refresh this hair topper. Personally, I do not wash my hair toppers very often. I am someone who tends to not really sweat very much, and my own hair doesn't get dirty very quickly. So I take that same approach with my hair toppers. I think I can go quite a few wears without washing them, but obviously it gets to a point where, it could use a little bit of a refresh. So I'm gonna go ahead today and do a wash and a deep condition and a blow dry. I wanna show you how I take this topper from looking a little dingy, dirty, dry, to looking refreshed and revitalized and brand new. So this is the before. The lace especially could use some cleaning at the part line. The hair itself could use a bit of a condition. So keep this in mind. This is the before, and I'll take it off here and show you what we're working with. I'm gonna do a refresh on the scar tape that I have in the part line. That piece is losing its stickiness, so we'll take that out before we go ahead and do the wash. Obviously the lace is very sheer when it's clean, but as it gets dirtier, it's gonna be a little less sheer. And then just like some frizziness that needs addressed with a little bit of a deep condition. We'll start from there. I'm also gonna remove the halo wire when I go ahead and wash it, just to get it out of the way. Okay, so welcome to my bathroom. I'm going to be cleaning this hair topper just in my sink. And I like to look for shampoos and conditioners that, I'm not gonna endorse a particular brand or anything that says moisturizing. Again, daily moisture. I feel like the moisture kind of helps with like flyaways and any kind of frizziness. So I really prefer those types of shampoos and conditioners that you don't have to get anything too expensive or fancy. I'm using drugstore brands, and I find them to work great on my hair toppers. I'm just gonna use some warm water and get the shampoo in there first. Make sure you're getting the lace. I don't do the conditioner on the lace, but the shampoo definitely. I gotta clean all that makeup out of there. Makeup from my face and makeup that I've put on the part line. And you're seeing a little bit of color in the sink. It's not because the topper is that dirty, it's because often to get my root color of my hair to match, I like more accurately to the topper, I'll do like a root touch-up spray that'll kind of just like color the root a little bit to match my hair color. So that's what that color is from. It's not from the dye of the hair topper coming out or anything. Okay, so we got that all washed. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse. And next we're gonna do conditioner. I like to be pretty generous with it. I'm a fan. I'm really gonna just concentrate on the ends for the conditioner, but I have it nice and saturated, and I'm going to just leave it lay on a towel here in my bathroom for a bit. I didn't specifically use a deep conditioner, but I think even just letting a regular conditioner sit in the hair for a while can really get it to absorb more and get it nice and conditioned for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that set, and then I will rinse it out, and then we can get to the next step of refreshing our hair topper. Okay, so we have our topper all washed and conditioned, and I'm gonna take a wide tooth comb and just gently comb it out first. And this becomes the crucial step of deciding which way I wanna part it. I have tried so hard to be like a middle part person because I know that's what's cool, but I have like a large forehead and my hair naturally has a side part and a widow's peak and a cowlick, so I am probably gonna do kind of like an off center, not in the middle, but not quite like a side part. Actually, I don't know, I might do full send on the side part today. I just feel like it's more flattering on my face shape, but the conditioner did its magic. It's very easy to comb through, and we just gotta make sure there's no hair caught in the clips. A little bit there, just wanna unhook that from the clips. Rest look good. And I like to part my hair on the left. So we're gonna go ahead and get the part lined up here. When you're parting the hair topper, you don't want it to be a super straight defined line. I've found that the most natural look is to do a little bit of a messier, uneven part. It just looks more like it's growing out of your scalp. Even though, I mean, you can do a straight line on your bio hair, but as far as toppers go, a little messy is a little better. Okay, I want to show you close up. See how my part line is. The part line, I'm not parting it in too much of a straight line. I'm doing it like a little bit, not zigzag, but just like not a super defined line. You can see where the parting area ends back here. I want to make sure I'm brushing that area straight back. We don't want to part it too far back that we can see the wefted stuff through your part line. And I think I'll let it air dry for a little bit before I start blow drying it, just to give it less time under the heat. Okay, so I've let this air dry for a bit, and I realize now that I've looked kind of sloppy this whole video with my bio hair styled after I took this off. So just, by the way, ignore this look here. But so yeah, this is partially air dried, and I'm gonna go ahead, do some heat protectant spray, because remember, we want to treat our hair topper like we treat our bio hair. So heat protectant spray is a must if you're putting heat. I concentrate it mostly at the ends because I don't want the top to look dirty with too much product buildup. And I like to use one of these hair dryers that's like a round brush. I don't know what they're called. I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry this, smooth it out as I go, and then we'll see where we're at. This is just with the blow dry. And then I think I'm gonna go over it with a flat iron just to add a little bit of bend to it. I do have my hair, I went over my bio hair with the blow dryer while I was at it just to refresh my own hair a bit to match. We're looking pretty good, very similar. I'm just gonna add like a little bit of movement and bend to the ends. This piece does have layers in it, so I just want the layers to stand out a little bit, so I'm adding just kind of like some light waves to it. Okay, so I just added just some light waves, like little bend to the hair, and then I did anything I do to my topper, I'm gonna do to my bio hair, so I matched up the waves so I can have this blend with my hair really well. And then something I like to do is use a little bit of a hair oil for that extra moisture. You want to use this after you're done with your heat, once you've gotten your flat ironing or your straightening, your curling done. I'm going to take a little drop and add it mainly to the ends, just kind of comb, it's on the palm of my hand here, just kind of combing that through, just to give it a little extra shine. And then obviously what's left, I'm gonna add to my own hair, because anything I do to the topper I wanna do to my own hair. I like to do a little piece of scar tape under the part line, which I had removed before I did the washing of it, obviously, and we needed to replace that every once in a while. It loses its stickiness. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my scar tape. Uniwigs has it in these little like prepackaged strips. I find that I can get 2 uses out of 1 strip, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it lengthwise, and then save the other half for another time. I like to round out the end of mine like this, kind of like how you wouldn't cut lace on a wig or a topper that's a lace front. You don't cut that in a straight line. I feel like same with the scar tape. If you have like a very defined line of like where it's ending. I feel like you can kind of see it. I mean, if you look super close. So just to be safe, I like to round it out a little bit or make it like slightly uneven at the end. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay this in under where I have it parted. I don't put the scar tape exactly to the front of the lace because I want that lace on the very front edge to lay incredibly flat, and the scar tape's kind of thick, so if you put it right up to the end, there's like a little teensy gap, I feel like, so I make sure to put the scar tape slightly back from the edge to give this lace a little tiny space that it can just melt into your scalp and kind of blend a lot nicer. Go ahead and reinstall the halo wire. I already have the loops, obviously, so it's just a matter of hooking it back in. And the hooks. And this is the same wire I used before, so it's already adjusted to the length that I need. And then you want to make sure this little bead here, if you have it too close to the hook like this, for one, you get a lot more extra of the wire that you have to deal with, like tucking in, it might be poking out. But also this can like tend to be sitting kind of in a way that might be digging into your scalp because it has nowhere to move. So it's better to pull it down a little bit further like this, just to give it a little more room to move and kind of lay properly against your scalp so it's not like digging into your scalp. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on and get it blended with my hair and show you the final after product of the refresh on my Upgrade Courtney low density lace front version from Uniwigs. We're back to our original location. I wanted to give a fair shot at the before and after so that the lighting was more similar, and this is the after of my refresh of my hair topper. Freshly washed and styled. It's looking beautiful. Feels really soft and fresh and clean. It's just like a nice feeling, like kind of just like how you feel when you wash your bio hair, just that freshly washed hair feeling. I'm gonna show you the back. So that was my little spa day for my Upgrade Courtney low density version from Uniwigs. And I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you in my next video.